Good morning to the students. This is Kiran Kumar Velmula, Assistant Professor of Physics, Sri Rajarajeshwara Degree College, Karimnagar. Today in this lesson we are discussing about PN junction diode as a half-wave rectifier. So, before discussing this topic, we must know what is rectification process. Rectification process is the process which converts an AC electrical energy into DC electrical energy is known as rectification process. That means we are giving an AC energy by using AC source. At the end of the process we are getting DC from the load or load resistance. So this is the process only. In order to perform this process, we are using a device. That device is known as a rectifier. Generally, the rectifier is defined as the device which convert alternating quantity into direct quantity. In general, in this case, we are using PN junction diode is used as a rectifier. That is one of the advantage of this PN junction diodes. Already discussed, AC current energy is converting into DC current energy. But what is a direct current energy or direct energy and alternating current energy? So direct current energy is the unidirectional current flow from the negative charge region to positive charge region. Similarly, alternating current or alternating electrical energy represents the current which flows in both the directions. Then that current is said to be alternating current. That means the current peaks are alternatively varying from positive peak to a negative peak while process is going on. So in this diagram we are explaining the graphs of direct current and alternating current. If you come to the first graph, this is O x-axis, this is O y-axis. We are taking time on O x-axis and voltage on y-axis. Then if we observe the graph is a straight line exactly parallel to the x-axis. That means, so the direction is towards x-axis or around the x-axis from O or origin. Therefore, the direction of the flow of charge is from this point towards right side in the graph. This is the graphical representation of direct current. Similarly, if you come to alternating currents, this alternating current is represented by either sine wave or cos wave. So here in this graph it represents a sine wave. So this half represents positive peak, this half represents a negative peak. So this is 2D, two direction, therefore this is x direction, this is y direction. Therefore the current peak is moving between 2D parent x and y, therefore it consists of both directions. Initially it is starting from minimum, it attains the maximum, again gradually it decreases and it is increasing in the negative direction and again it reaches to minimum value. The peaks are going from left to right in 2D. So this is the graphical representation of alternating current to quantity. If you consider voltage instead of current, in this case also if you take current, that gives direct current. So if you take voltage, direct voltage, so alternating current and alternating voltage is assumed in the process. So generally in the direct current we are using battery. Battery is a source which gives the direct current and direct voltage to the electrical or electronic circuits. So similarly here, this is the circuit diagram for half wave rectifier. If you observe the construction of this circuit, here we are connecting AC source which can be converted into DC or which can be rectified. This can be connected in the transformer circuit. The transformer may be step up or step down. Transformer is used. This is the primary coil of the transformer. This is secondary coil of the transformer. This is the core to induce mutual inductance between primary and secondary. In the secondary circuit, we are connecting crystal PN junction diode to the RL in series. Here RL is nothing but low resistance of the diodes. Always in the electrical circuit, output can be taken or the output will be measured at the load resistance only. So output will be taken between the two terminals of this load resistance. This is the construction part of PN junction diode here. Now if you come to a working part of this half wave rectifier, here the AC source is applied between these two terminals. This AC source is passing through this primary coil. Due to the mutual inductance of the transformer, the AC source or AC voltage is given to secondary. This voltage peak is entering from crystal diode here. So that will be treated as input voltage. That means here AC voltage is given to the diode as the input. So the rectification process is going in this diode. So when the AC voltage is entering into the diode for positive half peak, the diode is forward bias, therefore the positive half peak allows through the diode and passing through it and enter into the load resistance. Similarly, for the negative peak of the input voltage, the diode is in reverse bias, so therefore the negative peak is not allowing. Here only positive peaks are entering into the load resistance. So this is the process going on in the half wave rectifier. Here we are taking the out between M and L, that is nothing but two terminals of the load resistance. So the resistance of this diode is known as internal resistance of the diode, or this is Ri. So if you come to the input and output waveform of the half wave rectifier, the first diagram represents the inputs. Here this is AC source we are giving to it. So this is the graphical representation. On the x-axis we are taking the time and y-axis we are giving voltage as input, therefore voltage or potential is taken on y-axis. Then if you plot a graph, this is the graphical representation, this is in the form of sine wave. This total input circuit is wave is given to the AC supply voltage, and the output we are getting like this. So this is nothing but the positive peak of the first wave and second positive peak, third positive peak, fourth, fifth, like that. Because the negative peaks are stopped by the PN junction diode there, because negative peak is in reverse bias with the diode. Therefore the negative peak is not allowing. So we are getting like this. So these are known as ripples. This is unwanted current. This is also known as eddy current. So in order to eliminate these ripples, we are connecting the output to the CRO or filter circuits with the help of filter circuits. Then these ripples are filtered. these ripples are entering into the filter circuit and filtered by the filter circuit, and only the DC voltage is entering into the CRO. We can observe the waveform of output can be observed on the screen of the CRO very clearly. So this is the process of input and output waveform of half wave rectifier. Similarly, if you take the calculation part, calculation of the efficiency of the half wave can be done as efficiency of the rectifier is the ratio of output DC power to the input AC power. So here we are not mentioning clearly. So output DC power is nothing but PDC, because we are getting DC power as an output at RL, therefore output DC power is represented by PDC. Similarly, we are giving input as a AC supply, therefore input AC power is in the form of AC. So the efficiency equation is represented as PDC by PAC. So if you take and substitute the value, you are getting 0.406 RL by 1 plus RF by RL. This is the equation for efficiency. In this case, RL is the load resistance, RF is nothing but the diode forward resistance. If you substitute all the values, if you simplify, you will get the value as 0.406. If we convert into percentage of the efficiency, 0.406 into 100, it gives 40.6%. That means at the output circuit we are getting only 40.6% only we are getting. So that means we are getting as a rectified output as 40.6% of the given inputs, because the diode is in reverse bias for the negative peaks. That is first thing, and the ripples are forming. Due to all those factors, the efficiency is decreasing. So if you take any device, we are not getting 100% efficiency. There must be a disturbances in it according to the conditions. So here what are the conditions? So are the factors of reverse bias of P injection diode is one thing, and the second thing is the ripples are forming in it. So due to ripples and reverse biasing of P junction for the negative peak, when we are not getting 100% of efficiency, but we are getting only 40.6% of output out of given input value. Thank you.